Before the pyramids rose in Egypt, before Stonehenge stood in the mist, before history learned to carve its memories into stone, a civilization in North America shaped the earth itself into a message that still survives. In the quiet rolling hills of Ohio lies a monument older than recorded history, the Great Serpent Mound. 1,300 feet of earth, crafted into the form of a coiling serpent winding across the landscape with mathematical precision. This is not a ruin, not a temple, not a fortress. It is a message written across time, and it has been watching the sky for thousands of years. The Serpent Mound rests near rivers and forest, hidden from the noise of modern cities, resting like a memory waiting to be rediscovered. Its curves match the movements of the moon, each twist aligned to a specific phase in the lunar cycle. At its head, the serpent appears to swallow or present an oval shape, an egg, a star, the sun, or perhaps something more symbolic. Creation itself. Whoever built this mound understood the heavens with a precision that scientists only confirmed using satellite measurements. And yet, they left no written language, no recorded names, no stories carved into rock. The serpent itself is the story. For many years, archaeologists tried to connect the mound to the Adena, or the Fort Ancient Peoples, but something did not fit. Soil studies and layer dating revealed something older, possibly as old as 5,000 to 7,000 years. If this is true, then this monument predates the pyramids. It predates Stonehenge. It may come from a time before the end of the last ice age, a time when the world was reshaped by melting glaciers, rising oceans, and forgotten migrations. Whoever built it, they had no metal tools, no machines, no written mathematics, yet they shaped the land into a cosmic pattern. This suggests something many historians avoid, that ancient North America held complex, intelligent, star-aware civilizations long before textbooks begin the story. The Serpent Mound is aligned to the summer solstice sunset. When the longest day of the year arrives, the sun sets directly over the serpent's head. Its tail coils near the point of the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. Every curve in its body traces lunar standstills, a rare alignment cycle that completes every 19 years. These builders were not guessing. They were observing the sky, recording time, and encoding knowledge into the earth itself. The serpent symbol appears in cultures around the world as a sign of rebirth, transformation, and the cosmic cycle. Here in America, it may have held the same meaning, a reminder that life, like the seasons, is not a straight line, but a spiral of endings and beginnings. Perhaps the most haunting detail is that this mound was protected across generations. Civilizations rose and fell around it. Languages changed, tribes migrated, climates shifted. Yet each culture that encountered the Serpent Mound chose not to destroy it, but to maintain it, as if they understood that removing it would break something sacred, something between the earth and the sky. It is not simply a monument, it is a memory older than nations, older than names, older than history's first page. We often like to believe that civilization began elsewhere, that knowledge, astronomy, cities, and belief systems were born across the sea and brought here later. But the Great Serpent Mound stands as quiet proof that America had civilizations of deep intelligence and spiritual awareness long before Europe ever arrived. The story did not start with explorers. It did not start with borders. It began here, with the people who understood the sky, who shaped the land with intention, and who left behind a message for those distant in the future. And now, that message reaches us. We are not the beginning, we are the continuation. History is not just what survives in books. History lives in the earth itself. If this story moved you, if you believe forgotten history deserves to be remembered, then stay with us. Subscribe to Epoch of Change, where the past is not lost, only waiting for someone to listen.